1, 2, the cut down. Augmented reality. Now, I did actually a video review on the HTC Cosmos Elite, which was a virtual reality VR headset. And augmented reality really does take me back to Google Glass. That's the first thing that comes to mind when I think about AR, augmented reality, or, mixed reality. And I really wish Google Glass took off, man. It's something that, they killed off and it didn't really spark up. So I saw this suggested leak roadmap, and you already know how I feel about leaks and rumors, so I'll go into this with a grain of salt. I actually have the articles up. I've not read them, so we'll read it through together and we'll break it down and we'll see what's going on and what's good. Engadget. So one of two articles that I've got here, Engadget, should be a quick fire one. And this was on the 22nd of February 2021. And we are looking at the morning after. Apple's next gen AirPods and Samsung's AR concept glasses leaked. Okay. It seems like it was a weekend of leaks. Pick your company. Samsung concept for AR glasses. So far, chunky frames. Maybe next. Okay, maybe next generation. Let's see what Circuit Breaker's saying from The Verge. Okay. Samsung imagines how its first AR glasses might look in these leaked concept videos. Interesting. Samsung Glasses Lite. Is that what they're calling them? Samsung have been toying with AR glasses for years, most recently trying out the extremely basic set of image projecting goggles in CES 2020 stage, but we've seen the company suggest it might like to build an actual ambitious augmented reality wearable computing device. What a mouthful. Until perhaps today, Walking Cat, a fairly reliable source, Gadget Leaks, has published 2 concept videos. Oh, right, okay, now I'm interested, and let's see what this is about. Wow. All right. I'm keeping an open mind. Some Tony Stark Iron Man stuff happening right now. Interesting. Okay, so we've got Samsung Glasses Lite and Samsung's next wearable computing. If you ever tried a Microsoft HoloLens or Magic Leap, you know that the reality is a long ways from visualizations that are seen here. Absolutely. Today's waveguides, lasers, projectors, and micro mirror combinations usually give you a pretty small field of view. That's another thing. And if you're standing right next to a virtual computer monitor, you can only be able to see part of it at a time. The rest would be out of the depth of out of the viewer field. Okay. So yeah, Microsoft HoloLens 2 inside Microsoft's new headset. I mean, it's interesting. It is interesting. All right. Let's do a quick fire one, man. With a pinch of absolute salt, these are potentially, as they said, leaked concept videos. Whether they intentionally did it or not, who knows? But these are leaked concept videos, so that's a whole nother thing to consider in terms of what it could be. Because we saw the attempt, like I said, with Google Glass, we've seen HoloLens and the hardship of it in terms of even just the bulkiness of the Microsoft HoloLens 2. And also what Google tried to do, field of view, speed, convenience, pricing, and also the design style. Now, they don't look fashionable, but I know certain people that can make glasses like that look fashionable, especially with the second concept video with the black frames. it can look functionable, kind of thick, but thick with a bit of a design kind of, you know, throw to it. So it's all relative. It's all relative. I'm keeping an open mind if that's how they were meant to look. And I'm just hoping that if they ever ended up looking that way, which was probably 10 years away, or maybe not even that they could get them slimmer. Because I'm not a glasses person. I'm not a glasses person. I'll wear my sunshades if the sun's out, but as a general person, I'm not a glasses person. I am meant to wear glasses, but they feel very weird on my face, and it's just one of those ones. But the visualizations do look very interesting, very, very Iron Man-esque, very, very Stark Industries, Tony Stark-esque. So how much they can pull that off come when that's actually meant to be, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm keeping an open mind, but in terms of the concepts and the visualization, it does look interesting. I don't know if Samsung intentionally put it out there for people to catch on to it, to, you know, companies have a bad habit of doing that nowadays. But yeah, they look cool. They look cool, but I don't want to get my hopes up too much, especially with what happened with Google. I know Google Glass was kind of way ahead of its time with what they were trying to do, and I do appreciate companies trying things, trying to push the envelope and trying to see what they can do and whatnot. But at the same time, still with an absolute bare minimum grain pinch of salt. But it does look interesting. It does look cool. It does look fun. It does look potentially very futuristic and present looking at the same time, especially with the hologram type of video calls where you could be like, you know, holo projections of each other in rooms and whatnot. But again, that's going to take some sophisticated room tracking that's just not going to be coming from the glasses itself. Gaming, movie watching, yeah, it's an interesting one. And also just when you're doing your work as well, in terms of, you know, word processing or Excel documentation or PowerPoint. Again, with all the limitations and what we saw in terms of field of view, the size and the capacity, the speed, battery life as well, something that you got to think about. Yeah, it seems like a very long way off, but it's nice to see and nice to imagine, you know. We didn't think screens could actually fold in any capacity like how it is right now. So keep an open mind, man. Those are the suggested potential leaks of the conceptualization of Samsung's attempt on what they think of augmented reality.